Hey y'all, back with another video. It's Monique's Tina at the Bottles Garden, coming with you guys some more stuff that the Lord downloaded on me today. Okay, the Lord downloaded so much stuff on me today. I'm just wow. It was a lot to take in. I was honestly feeling like I was not going to be here to do this video because it was so much poured into me today, and I was like, am I gonna have enough to put the messages out? Because, I mean, Lord, lay it all on me in one day. Okay. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Okay, next one. All right. This one is death of the ego. I mean, this is what he said, okay? Just the messenger. Please don't get mad, okay? At me. Just the messenger. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Understand? But okay, this one's death of the ego. This is death of the ego, putting down your pride, putting down just feeling like you that girl, you that guy. Feeling like I'm just not gonna own up to what I did or what I said or what I shouldn't have done. That's what it's about, okay? And this is going to free a lot of people. It really is. It really is. For me, I can say this in a way because I have really gone through this journey of being able to wholeheartedly acknowledge the things that I have done wrong in my own life, towards people, towards myself, towards God, and really having an honest conversation, not to people, but per se to God, and really being able to say, hey, okay, that was me. I absolutely said that. I did. That was pretty messed up. Nah. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, that was me. And saying those things and actually absolutely meaning it, being honest. It's so freeing. And honestly, God is waiting for you to have that moment. And that's healing, that's growth, that's maturity, that's moving on to the next level. That's elevation. That's evolving. That is all of that, okay? You gotta say, look, I was not my best self. I was not the best version of myself in that moment, okay? I wasn't. And you can really own it. I mean, you can own it. I mean, you can really feel that way about however, whether it's right, whether it's wrong, but you can really feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it is much better to just have that open, honest conversation with God and yourself about it. Like, so you can really understand, like, that's who you are, that's what you do, and whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but you might need to work on it, right? So, I'm just saying, you gotta, for the death of the ego, you gotta put it to the side, and you gotta do some things that might not thought that you would ever do, for the sake of putting the ego to death. Humility is everything. Being humble is like liberation. It's liberating. It really is. It really is. I practice humility all the time, just for the sake of keeping it together. And reminding myself, I have a handbag that I carry, and, I'll have a transparent moment with you guys. I have a handbag I carry, and I have an ex that was abusive, domestically, all whatever it entails. But anyway, there was a knife involved in the situation, and my handbags were getting cut up with it. So, but sometimes I like to just take that handbag. I still have it. I still have it. And I have it for certain reasons. I know people ask like, well, that's kind of weird. That's like traumatizing. But for me, it's not. It's not. I use it for a method for me. For one, it's humility for me. To keep me humble, And I carry it, and it has the cut still on it. And so sometimes people will catch it and be like, your bag got a cut. I'm like, oh, let me tell you about this story, right? this ex that I dated, and it was domestic, and it was not good, you know. And I like to get into those stories to just remind them, like, don't deal with crazy, because this is what will happen to your handbag. You know, just give them a little reminder. You know, the first sign of crazy, unhealthy, unsafe, just exit stage left, you know, because if not, then this will happen to your handbags. You know, so I just sometimes, you know, you gotta remind people. People be out here just, you know, thinking everything's okay. Honey, before you know it, it's the handbag and it's you. Hence the hand scar. But anyway, we aren't gonna get into that story today. But anyway, back to the death of the ego, right? So we just want to basically be humble, you know, have that humility. I carry my bag to remind myself, because I stay humble, stay grounded, remember where I come from, remember that, boo, you here not just because you just here, you're here because of a miracle. The good Lord spared your soul, honey. Humility, okay? Yeah, all right. So, you know, it's okay. Be okay with saying, this is what happened. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Say it to yourself. Say it to God. Most importantly, say it to God. It doesn't matter what you, I mean, when it comes to this situation, per se thinks, or even, especially not anybody else, but who really matters is God. Like, really, God. Like, hey, this is what I did. I want to be better about it. I want to be a different person with it. I don't want to do that again. You know, help me in that area to not do it again. If I did do it wrong, can you let me know so I correct myself in those areas? You know, things like that. But you got to do that. And sometimes you might have to reach out to people and say, hey, look, I was in a bad space, and you know, you might want to be my friend, but you might not. But either way it goes, I just want to let you know, like, I shouldn't have said that. I was wrong, and I should have been different about it. And you know, you had to do that. I had to do it before. I was at my baby shower, and I was big and fat and ready to have that baby. And I had just decorated everything, and they just did my hair and makeup, and all I wanted to do was sit and eat. I just wanted to eat. I just wanted to eat. That was it. So as I sat down to eat, one of my friends from high school came up, and she was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna have to leave. Can I take a picture of you? I'm like, after this chicken wing. And she was like, but I need to go real quick. And I'm like, okay, but please, can I promise, just like a few more minutes, like just like 5, so I could just. And so she was just like, no, I have to go. And I was just like, and so she just left. And then she was so mad, and I felt so bad, but I was so hungry, and I was just eating on my chicken wing, and I just felt bad that she left. And you know, she was in her feelings for a while, for a few months, you know what I'm saying? And so I called her, and I just had to say, look, I'm so sorry. Like, I absolutely really didn't mean to be like rude or, you know, completely disregarding to your time. And you know, I understand your urgency, and I was hormonal and pregnant, you know, and I just wanted the chicken wing. So, you know, I had to have that moment, you know, and of course I've had other moments where I've had to reach out to people and say, hey, I'm sorry, I did something wrong, you know, and it's okay. Like, but doing that sometimes just heals you, clears the space for you, and maybe it clears space for them. Maybe they might care, maybe they might not even care. You don't know. But either way it goes, you acknowledge that, hey, I wasn't my best version in that spot right there. And, you know, I wanna work on being better in that. And so maybe you can give me space for that, maybe you cannot. But either way it goes, like, I just want to say it. And I just want to make amends with God and be good with God. Like, so I'm good. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that also goes into alignment with repent. Like, literally, for real. Like, repent. And people don't be spending enough time doing that. Like, for real. Because we're not perfect. We're gonna mess up. But if you just go ahead and just take that time and just be like, all right, Lord, forgive me for today. I gotta get that right. I did it again. I did it again. I said I wasn't gonna do it again, but I did it again. Work with me, work on me. You know what I'm saying? And move forward. And you might do it again. You might not, but either way it goes, you're repenting and you're trying and you're striving to be the best version of yourself. I think that's all that God would ask for you, for real. So that's the end of that video. Have some more to go. Send you guys lots of love. Death to the ego. Move forward, evolve. Go to the next level of your life, right? All right. Love y'all. Bye.